Hi, I'm James. With me is Alex. Welcome back to Cure English Podcast. Do you want to learn English, but your workday is already full? Today, 5 English words to build a study habit around your busy schedule. By the end, you'll know the one small change that makes your English grow every week, even with clients calling.
Okay, so picture this. It's Monday. I have 2 client calls, 1 Upwork proposal to finish, and my English book is sitting on the shelf. Again. I want to get better at English for my international team, but honestly, where do I find the time? This is my real life.
That's the big question many freelancers ask me. The secret is not more hours. The secret is a small daily routine. Even 15 minutes every day beats 3 hours on Sunday. You need consistent practice, not a perfect study day.
Let me push back on that. 15 minutes feels too small. How can 15 minutes help me sound professional on a client call? I was thinking I need full immersion, like moving to London or something dramatic.
You don't need to move. You can build immersion at home. Change your phone to English. Listen to English podcasts while you cook. Use flashcards on the bus. Small things every day. That's how working adults really improve.
Okay, flashcards. I tried flashcards once. I made 200 paper cards, used them for 2 days, and then forgot them in a drawer. So, my question is, how do I stay consistent when life gets crazy?
Great, that's the real problem. Let's slow down and look at each word. First, routine. A routine is a set of things you do regularly, usually at the same time, like brushing your teeth. Your brain stops asking questions, it just acts. That's what we want for English.
So, a routine is basically a habit with a time slot. Mine could be, right after my morning coffee, I do 15 minutes of English. I like that. It's specific. It's not study English someday when I feel motivated, which, honestly, is never.
Exactly the right idea. Next word, consistent. Consistent means doing something the same way again and again. Not perfect, not long, just the same. A consistent student beats a talented student every time because the consistent student shows up on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday.
I want to challenge you there. What if I miss a day? Does that mean I'm not consistent anymore? Because I will miss days. Clients email at midnight, my kid gets sick, life happens.
Missing one day is fine. Being consistent means you come back on day 2. The rule I teach my students is simple. Never miss twice in a row. That's how you stay consistent without feeling guilty about being human.
Never miss twice. I can remember that. Okay, next word was immersion, right? This one sounds fancy. What does immersion really mean for someone who can't leave their home office?
Immersion means putting yourself inside the language, all around you. Your ears, your eyes, your phone. You don't travel, you just change your inputs. Netflix in English, YouTube in English, even your shopping list in English. That's immersion at home.
Oh, so immersion is not a place, it's a choice. I can build immersion on a Tuesday in Sao Paulo or Jakarta or Istanbul. That feels possible. I was imagining expensive plane tickets and it was stressing me out.
Right, no plane ticket needed. Now, flashcards. Flashcards are small cards with a word on one side and the meaning on the other side. Today, most people use app flashcards on the phone, like Anki or Quizlet. They show the word and you try to remember the meaning.
Try saying this one with me. I'll say it once, and then you say it after me in your own voice. I review my flashcards during lunch every day. Now your turn. Say it out loud, even if you feel shy. Your mouth needs to practice too, not just your eyes.
And here's why that matters so much. Reading silently is not enough. Your mouth has to learn the shape of the words. When you say your flashcards out loud, you practice listening and speaking at the same time. That's why we build the habit of speaking during practice.
Makes sense. Last word is practice. This one feels obvious, but I bet there's a trick to it.
There is. Practice means to do something many times so you get better. But here's the trick. Practice must be active, not passive. Watching a movie is fun, but repeating lines from that movie is practice. Writing one email in English is practice. Just listening is not enough.
Okay, let me try a new scene. I'm a freelancer in Turkey. It's Sunday night, and I'm planning my week. I tell myself, my new routine is 20 minutes of English every morning. I will be consistent, Monday to Friday. How does that sound?
That sounds great. Now add the tools. What will you actually do in those 20 minutes? Because study English is too vague. Your brain needs a clear action.
Good point. Okay, 10 minutes of flashcards on my phone and 10 minutes of immersion, like a short English podcast about freelancing. Then, during the day, I practice one new word in a real client email. That's my whole plan.
That's a brilliant plan because it's small and repeatable. You've got routine, you've got consistent action, you've got immersion, flashcards, and real practice in your work. 5 tools, 20 minutes, 0 excuses. Your English will grow and your clients will notice.
And one beginner thing I want to say. I used to say, I am practice English every day. But that's wrong, right? Can you correct me?
Good catch. You say, I practice English every day, not I am practice. Practice is the verb by itself here. Simple present tense. I practice, you practice, she practices. Small fix, but it makes you sound much more natural on a client call.
Perfect. Try saying this with me. I practice English every day, and I'm consistent with my routine. Say it out loud, right now, wherever you are. Your neighbors won't mind. This is how real immersion starts, with your own voice using the words.
Beautifully said. So remember, build a small routine, stay consistent, create immersion at home, use flashcards in small moments, and turn every client email into real practice. Those 5 habits will grow your English more than any expensive course. I promise you that. Subscribe if you want more English study tips for your freelance career. Next episode, we're looking at 5 polite phrases to say no to a client without losing the job, which is a skill every freelancer needs. Try this in your next email. Come back next episode and tell us how it went.
See you next week, everyone. Start small, stay consistent, and remember, 15 minutes today beats 0 minutes forever.